The Nintendo Direct just happened earlier today. As of me recording this video, you're probably seeing this the day after it came out. And I wanted to talk about a few of the games in the Direct that I found really interesting. I'm not going to cover everything. I'll link the Direct down below if you want to go watch it. I'm sure other people have sat and, chopped it all up and reacted to every single thing, which is really cool. Go watch that stuff. I wanted to talk about just a few of the games that I found really, really fun. I'm pretty sure I'll play all of the games I talk about right here, whether on the channel or just by myself. They all look super interesting, and I'm gonna get into them. If I have to force myself, I will do it because they just look that cool. Just from these little sneak peeks they gave us in the Direct. I'm gonna be reacting to the sneak previews they gave us and talking a little bit here and there. So let's just jump into the first one we're gonna talk about, which is Funko Fusion.
Say hello to Jaws? Wait, He-Man? Great Scott, is that Marty McFly? The world.
Initially, what I found so interesting about this game was that it's giving Lego vibes, right? Kind of, but it's also really reminding me of amiibo games where you could get the figure and then you would like use it to play in certain games. It's just kind of giving that vibe. I don't think it has that mechanic, but it just kind of reminds me of when Nintendo had the amiibos for like the 3DS or like on Skylanders. I think on Skylanders you would get the actual characters and use them to play. As a kid, I remember being like enamored by that. Like, that's so fun to like get a figurine and then see it pop up.
The world of Funko is coming to life in this action-adventure mashup for the ages. Play with more than 60 characters as you explore locations based on over 20 iconic movies, TV shows, and more. Use special skills and crafted gadgets to explore epic worlds, each with their own unique puzzles, hidden areas, and familiar foes. Dinosaurs from Jurassic World and Cylons from Battlestar Galactica.
See, I love that we're crossing like so many different like worlds, game, pop culture things, because it's gonna make it just fun to play. Like, put aside the fact like, is it going to be a good story? Are the game mechanics going to be like tolerable? I think this will just be fun to play because you're in so many different things. You can play as so many different characters, and that in and of itself will make this like an easy title for someone to like convince themselves to purchase. For the next game that we're going to talk about, they gave a lot of footage, so we're just going to watch a little bit of it, and then I'll talk about why I think it's going to be so cool, and then we'll move on. But I'm really excited for this next game. Lynx looks so silly. Oh. I'm coming so. He freed her and then he died. R.I.P. Link. Off the bat, I love the animation style of this game. I think it's so cute. It's got like a chibi style to it. People didn't like that with like what, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I gotta admit, I didn't find it great for Pokemon games, but I think for this, kind of cool. I'm really looking forward to it. The gameplay mechanics are something I think is so cool about this, and we're gonna get to a clip of that right now. I'm gonna mute this and I'm gonna talk about these mechanics because I don't listen to the narrator guy speak. He talks a little slow and it's a little frustrating. But basically, Zelda has a tri-rod, and doing this, she can copy, or I guess learn how to make certain objects in the game and then use them to traverse the world, which I think is so cool. And she can even, if I can find the clip of it, yes, she can even copy enemies, which I think is just such a fun way to play a game. It kind of reminds me of Mario Odyssey, where you'd use the cap to pick up different enemies and you use their kind of mechanics to get through the maps. And that's what this really reminds me of. And I think it's such a fun way. And I'm also really excited to just play as Zelda. I've not stayed super faithful to the Legend of Zelda games. I've not played every single one of them, but I've played a few, and this looks like a really fun installment. I'm definitely going to try to have fun with it. I'm not sure I'll stream it, but I think this is one of those games you can really like cozy up and just have fun with, because it looks like there's so many different ways that you can just enjoy this game, all the different game mechanics. So I think it's a great installment. I'm really excited for it. This is something I think everyone should be excited for. Just Dance, be for real. This is so fun. I remember playing this when I was such a little kid. We were dancing to all kinds of songs on the Wii. This is just fantastic. Sometimes my parents or my aunts would put this game on but not give us the game controllers, and we would just dance and we wouldn't even have points or anything, and it was just the silliest thing. So we would be so entertained with just dancing. I feel like this is probably a really great way for like people who, you know, can't be super physically active. They could probably dance a little bit, really get some movement in their lives, and just to have fun. This is so cool. They have a bunch of new songs that are coming in. I think 40 new songs, and they teased 4 of them. So there's gonna be so much more fun stuff to come out with Just Dance. There's a fun title to pick up and have fun with. What more could you want? The very next game in the showcase was something I wasn't expecting, but am so excited for. Horizon Zero Dawn in Lego. I love the original game. I have yet to play Forbidden West because I don't have a PS5 and I want to play it on a PS5, but this looks so sick. I love it when they Legoify any title. I like Indiana Jones, I like Lego Batman, I like the Lego Marvel games, I like Lego Harry Potter, I played that to death, Lego Star Wars. Just so many IPs that go into Lego. They're just so enjoyable, they're so easy to access, they're easy to play, and they're just easy to enjoy. Easy to have fun. Easy to have fun. I think that's the best thing in the world. It looks like even in this Lego game, you're gonna have a bunch of different tools and gadgets you can use, and all the different robots are going to be in the game, which is super exciting to me because I loved that game for how expansive and creative it was, and it looks like we're going to see that even in the Lego style, which is exactly what you would want to see in what feels like not a one-to-one, because I don't think it's a retelling of the original game, but in what should be a seamless continuation of the story and a completely different medium. This game, Tales of the Shire, is something else I also didn't have on my radar until really recently, and I was excited to watch these little clips because I love a good cozy game. I don't get to play them very often because I don't have a lot of time, but something like this is really, really awesome. I want to see some of this. Look at this. This looks so fun. This looks so good. Hopefully my expectations aren't too high. They're kind of at 0 because I don't really know what to expect with this game, but look at that. That looks so like just cutesy, right? Oh, you can like organize everything. That's ridiculous. Oh, that walking animation is great. Looks like there's gonna be a fun little cute story. I am excited. I will probably check out gameplay of this and like a playthrough before I buy it myself, because if it truly is one of those cozy games, you can still have fun with it and have some of the story spoiled for you. I don't think that's much of a problem for me specifically. So maybe I'll touch this game. I'm not exactly sure, but I just wanted to talk about it because it looks so interesting. And I'm kind of a Lord of the Rings fan, so this is cool, right? This is fun. There was no mention of Pokemon in the Direct, which was a little upsetting to me. I know we have Z to A coming out, which is a Legends game. Super excited. I thought Legends Arceus was such a fun take on Pokemon and how unique that game was with the blending of the overworld Pokemon, but the encounters and just how you played that game. I thought it was so, so cool. And I'm ready to see that in a new setting in Z to A, but we didn't see any of that today, which is upsetting, but maybe we'll get more a lot later. They also didn't talk anything hardware, which I know people are kind of talking about the Switch 2 coming out. When is Nintendo going to start talking about their next system? I've heard and seen some like reports saying that behind closed doors, they're using promo material from the PS5, which is really impressive if that's true. If it's not, oh well. The Switch itself is a really impressive console. So if we see, you know, a stronger console in the Switch 2, and then we have games coming to the system and really pushing the boundaries, the limits of what it can do, I'm sure we'll all be pleasantly surprised. Because one thing about Nintendo, I don't think they miss very often, which is great, but they also don't do a lot. It feels like, to me, it doesn't feel like we get as much content on the Nintendo platforms that we do on PC or PS4 or PlayStation, which is fine, right? Like I said, they rarely miss, or there's always an audience that's going to consume what they put out. So at the end of the day, I can't really complain. We get good stuff. There's like 6 titles in here that I'm super excited for, which is honestly really, really surprising to me because I'm kind of critical and I don't play a lot of different games. I'm one of those people that gets into like 3 different games and really can't get out of a rut. I'm trying to get better at playing different stuff, especially since I'm trying to be more serious about making content. But all in all, super exciting. The Direct was great. I really enjoyed seeing everything, even the games that I wasn't going to play. I knew I wasn't going to play. I thought it was really cool. It was fun to see them talk about it. And I'm excited for everything that's going to come out for the Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2 whenever they announce it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot if you start supporting the channel as I start making more content. Let me know if there's something you want to see, if there's new games coming out you want to see me play, something like that. I don't know. That being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.